Hey, what's going on? Thank you so much for watching. It would mean the world to us if you could just scroll down, like, hit the subscribe button for the Snaps YouTube channel. It goes a long way towards helping us out. Now, let's dive into some college football. The Cube man himself, Mr. Cole Cubelic, host of the #1 mid-market local morning sports talk radio show, of which me and Hester come in at #9. We got some ground to make up on old Mac and Cube, but you'll catch him throughout the spring on the UFL coverage. You see him every Saturday on your college football coverage on ESPN. Coley, what's up, brother? How we doing today?
You can move to that #1 spot when you stop cussing out your listeners on Twitter. That's the #1 way to make that happen. Otherwise,
he's never going to hire me.
Yeah, it's okay. Listen, I appreciate it, man. I appreciate you have the unfiltered style that I think a lot of us have here. It just doesn't always come out here or here. So listen,
you know what's funny?
We actually live vicariously through you.
No. Don't, first of all, that's a lie, because Cole, I listen to the podcast. Cole has a great podcast as well. T-Bob, to put that on there. I listen to it, and every now and then Cole gets very testy, and I have to text him and say, like, Cole, you told me on the show last week you were going to quit cussing, and then you're dropping an F-bomb. Like, it's
good.
The T-Bob demon comes out every now and then.
Fuck it. No,
my mother-in-law gets mad at me because she listens to the pod, and she's like,
"My mom
need so many F-bombs." I'm like, "You're probably right. We don't have to do it."
My mom was very happy when that Senior Bowl video. She thought it was very funny, and she commented on it on Instagram. And you only said the F word once. I mean, look at that.
That's a win. That is a win.
I thought you were going to say your mom was really happy when she learned that you were working with me, T-Bob. That's what I thought you were going to say.
Relax. By the way, boys, I'm pretty sick today, so if I sound like shit, I apologize. But no, it's weird. It's you know how Bane and Batman says nobody cared who I was till I put on the mask? I literally got no professional opportunity until I started making public dick jokes and saying fuck. like nobody cared who I was till I embraced my inner demon and stopped trying to play it so straight. Now, will I go down in glorious flames? Only time will tell. If you want more, like, subscribe, share with your friends. Cool. We got a lot to get to today. Shout out everybody hanging out in the chat. Jab, Bo, Goat, Greg. What's up, guys? Hope you're all having a great day today. All right. Nick Saban. So we didn't do a show yesterday, so we're actually a bit late to this one here, right? But Nick Saban's at Capitol Hill. He's speaking with Congress. And PG, let's go ahead and roll Saban's comments.
All the things that I believed in for all these years, 50 years of coaching, no longer exist in college athletics. So it's always was about developing players. It was always about helping people be more successful in life. My wife even said to me, we'd have all the recruits over on Sunday with their parents for breakfast, and she would always meet with the mothers and talk about how she was going to help and impact their sons and how they would be well taken care of. And she came to me, like right before I retired, and said, why are we doing this? And I said, what do you mean? She said, all they care about is how much you're going to pay them. They don't care about how you're going to develop them, which is all what we've always done. So why are we doing this?
Okay, so obviously those comments, you hear something like that, and you know the stories about how much money Nick Saban's made. You know about his $20 million house in Jupiter. You know about the dealerships that he has. And I think the instinct is to yell hypocrite. And there's some legitimacy there. Like, I get where people are coming from. I don't actually fall on that side of the equation, and it's really just because of two simple reasons. First, Nick's never actually said that it's wrong for players to say, what are you going to pay me? He's just said that it's not for him. And I don't think that's hard to understand. I mean, he is a guy who lived 50 years of doing it one way, so forgive him if all of a sudden he, like, doesn't just want to go to this new way. He's not saying it's wrong. He's just saying, you know what, it's not for me, and I kind of wash my hands of it, and I'm out for now. What was your reaction, Cole?
I think, first off, I think a couple of things can all be right at the same time here. And we all want to just say it has to be this way, and that's the only way. And unfortunately, in college sports, that's our biggest problem, is we refuse to meet in the middle. Kids want to transfer and go to other schools, and the NCAA says, okay, cool, Burger King, have it your way right away, do whatever you want. We can't find a way to do a one-time or a two-time transfer rule. It's like, hey, if graduates can transfer, why can't I play at 7 different schools? All right, cool, have at it, go for it. You want NIL? Let's open that door a little bit. Okay, just come up with a whole entity that collects money and gives it to kids for no reason to come play football there. Like and Coach Saban has said this multiple times. Like Bryce Young had a Nissan deal. He also said the other day, the most interesting thing that he said was Bryce Young had a Nissan deal and a BMW deal. Which how you get that, I want to know, because that's big time when you can have two automobile entities going up against each other.
Hey, Cole, see, Aaron doesn't get that. That is spoken like the real local.
But I think
we know how testy. We know how testy these guys get. About,
he may get the automatic Nissan deal. He may get the automatic Nissan deal through the Heisman.
Bro, Joe Burrow.
Deal.
There's a reason why Joe Burrow's not in the Heisman house, and it's because he has a separate car deal.
Let's go.
He can't get in that thing. Dude.
Listen, as somebody who is on a morning radio show with dueling dealerships that represent the same company, I know fully how these headaches operate. Okay, and it can get like T-Bob said, it can get ugly in a hurry.
Yeah.
Nonetheless,
you just stay out of it, crypto Aaron over there. Okay, this is what the working man has to deal with.
Saban has said that he believes that what we refer to mostly as NIL should be distributed amongst the players. So if your collective has $8 million, divide that amongst the 85, they get that per year. And then when you go get your Gatorade deal or your Royal Buick GMC deal, or you get your place at your barbecue joint down the street, that's your NIL money. So I think he thought that's what it was going to be, and he was going to be for that, and actually was going to say, hey, let's help create value so you can go get a rowback deal. And that's going to be great for everyone, because our recruits are going to see we have companies A, B, C, D, E, F, and G. You're going to have access to some of that too. That's what the sergeant at arms or whatever for Ohio State said a couple months ago when he's like, we're not giving one of these high school kids anymore, but we're showing them the deals that our guys have in place. I agree with T-Bob. It's just so different than what he came up with. I will never be the guy that sits here and says, look how much Coach A made. Players should get that too. Or coach can leave. Why can't player leave? Those are two totally different things. Did Saban get $20 million a year or $10 million a year his first year coaching? No, he's probably GA and just had a free place to stay and got to go eat at the cafeteria. So it's just very different. Like the qualifications to be a college football head coach are not the same as being a freshman college football player. Us four all know that. We've been through it, or at least one side of that. We haven't been coaches. So we know the qualifications of what it takes. So I just think that he thinks it's mismanaged and it frustrates him. And when think how close they were to a national championship.
Yeah.
Now they might not have won the championship game if they get in, but they're inside the 5 with an opportunity to go play for a national title. And next thing you know, he's got half those kids coming into him saying, how much are you going to pay me? Are you sure I'm going to play? How much am I going to play? First string, second string? Are we going to rotate? Are we changing our defense? Whatever. And he's probably sitting thinking, hold on, like everything is in line to do what we set out to do, yet you're telling me you're not in. And he takes that as you're not in. If you're coming in looking for more money or more playing time, he doesn't think you're invested. So I think that's where the majority of his frustration comes from.